Renee Moxley Good was with Edge, and he had just explained that he still was not going to fight his friend Christian, and Darby came in and said, "Don't be stupid. You know that, don't be stupid." Brian, that's some evergreen advice around there. And then Sting comes in and says, "I can't even believe we're having this conversation." And that's where he said, "I had blinders on with Luger." And I'm like, is there heat? Or are they referring to an angle that they did 25 years ago that nobody would really remember right now? I don't know what the fuck. But Sting he did everything but slap Edge in the face. He's shaking him and patting him on the shoulders. "Open your eyes." And then he says, "We go way back. Don't mess it all up now. Get with it." I'm like, you go way back where? Where have you ever interacted with this person? Sting has never been in the WWE until Christian left, right?
Right, and when, not Christian, you're talking about Edge, Adam Copeland.
Or, I'm sorry, Edge, rather. Sting was never in the WWE until Edge left, and then Sting was there briefly while Edge was gone, that Edge came back after Sting had left. Sting has spent time with Christian in TNA. Is he confused as to which part of the team that he goes way back with? Because he has much more history with Christian than he does with Edge. What the fuck are they talking about here? Where would Sting and Edge have ever interacted before in public to go way back, or anything that we've ever heard of in private that has ever even been intimated as to where they go way back?
No, when Edge came in, one of the things he said was, he's never been in the ring with so many different people. He named Sting.
Yes.
I've never been in the ring with Sting before. But apparently they go way back.
They go way back, but now he's going to mess it all up if Edge doesn't get with it. So apparently Edge is going to be the third partner.
And they're right. What the fuck's Edge's problem? Again, I'm here to help my former friend who's a complete dick.
Yes. He's setting babies on fire in the streets and stealing old women's S&H green stamps. So naturally, I will not fight him. I'll just wait until the other criminals he's with stab him in the back, and then I'll help him, because then he'll be sorry he committed all these crimes. This is the logic? Help me.
Well, seemingly it is the logic. I can't really explain it. Obviously, we think we know where they're going. It seems pretty apparent. This may be one of those times where the right thing is to do what's obvious and not fuck this up any further. And we'll see where they go. Edge and Darby and Sting versus Christian and Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus. Boy, that'll be interesting. And we'll see if Ric Flair's involved. But if Ric Flair's going to be involved or not, it may be the kind of thing you want to make a wager on.
Well, that's the thing, Brian, because the last time Las Vegas was buzzing with the wagering on Flair's last match. What time are they going to call time of death? When is the heart attack going to happen? When is Rick going to be dead in the ring for 5 to 10 minutes before they stop the match? All kinds of wagering could have gone on. They certainly could have.
There's certainties to this equation.
But folks, I'll tell you what, if you've been waiting for the NBA to come back, the National Basketball Alliance, well, they're back.
Association.
And they're associated with DraftKings Sportsbook. So if you want to bet on National Basketball Alliance games, all you got to do is go and associate with DraftKings Sportsbooks. I'll have you know that right now, DraftKings, an official sports betting partner of the National Basketball Alliance, is celebrating an unbeatable offer.
It's the association. They're the partners with the NBA, the National Basketball Association. There is no alliance.
Oh, are they in competition? Are they like outlaws competing with the National Basketball Alliance? There's 2 leagues in competition for supremacy?
Well, no, there's one NBA that is a registered
Well,
trademark.
that's right. The only NBA that you're wanting to talk about is the one that's partners with DraftKings Sportsbook, the National Basketball Alliance. And right now, new customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets. All you got to do is bet $5 on the NBA. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. Well, it matters to you. You might be pissed if you lose. As a matter of fact, if you lose, it might ruin your day. But they don't care because they're still going to give you the $200 in bonus bets. And you're going to start the season off the right way. And with DraftKings parlays, everybody's got a shot at even bigger basketball wins. Brian, are you a basketball connoisseur like you know the baseball?
Not like I know the baseball, but I've always loved the Knicks, just like my dad did, and they've been bad for a number of years, but it seems to be the situation getting better, but ownership sucks. But there's always something to look forward to. I don't think we needed
all that detail. But nevertheless, like DraftKings says, basketball's more fun when you're in on the action. When you can call them up and all you got to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now and use the code JCE and they'll let you right into the thing. And then you can bet on whether Meadowlark Lemon is going to score a three-pointer in the finals of Game 9 of the NBA series.
Well, no.
Or you could bet whether Curly Neal is going to travel or whether he's going to be able to successfully execute that dribble all the way down the court and between Geese Osby's legs.
I don't know if any of these classic Globetrotters are still alive, so I don't think you could bet on any of these things that you're putting out there, but there are real basketball players playing in the real NBA, the National Basketball Association. And you can keep up with what they're doing, and if you know your stuff, make a few bucks while doing indeed that.
Well, if you want to bet on the Outlaws, that's up to you. But right now, folks, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code JCE. And that's how you're going to get the $200 in bonus bets instantly for betting just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code JCE. Download the app and the crown is yours. So you're going to get crowned as soon as you deal with the people at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Well, not in the classic slugged sense, but you will get crowned with...
Wait a minute. What kind of classic slug sense are you talking about? You're going to be crowned a king. King me. That's when you get crowned. They're going to put a big checker on top of your head, make you twice as tall as you are now. The crown will be yours.
Move over, Lawler.
That's right. Jerry the King Lawler, now you're going to be the king of your own gambling domain with DraftKings Sportsbook. These people, they've got all the experience. They started the gambling in the Old West, in Boot Hill.
What?
They come from Boot Hill Casino. That's where they started gambling, and that's why they had the graveyard out back, because if you didn't pay up when you lost, boom, you're in Boot Hill.
Well, no, I don't know if any of this has anything to do with DraftKings, this story.
Well, it certainly does. It's in the fine print here. I'll get to it here shortly when I start reading all this fucking effluvia. But anyway, folks, if you don't want to end up in Boot Hill, then you better download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now and use the code JCE because they'll give you $200 in bonus bets. But if you don't, then you may end up pushing up daisies there, Podna. Out there in Boot Hill.
That's not the way it works.
Tumbleweeds blowing across your corpse.
Again, this is not the way it works, but if you love your sports...
Well, if you run into a guy with 2 6-guns that's faster than your draw, Pilgrim, then I'll tell you what's going to happen with the aces and eights down there in the Old West.
All right, this is the not okay corral right now, but let's get back to DraftKings. Of course, none of this will be taking place, but if you know your stuff, you got a chance to win some stuff. What's the promo code one more time, Jim?
One more time. Down King, the draft board. No.
Something like that.
Download. I've strained myself. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code JCE. Get the extra $200 when you bet just $5. The crown is yours. And if you've got a gambling problem or a problem reading all this copy, Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, parenthetically 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. I thought that was the code word for Russia. No, that was CC. What was it? Nevertheless, please play responsibly. CCCP. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. See, you'll end up there one day. Licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Period. That sounds like anecdotally. There's part of a sentence there. 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. 168 hours? Look that up and see if that's even days. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball. Terms for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Words, phrases, and numbers. The end.
The end with DraftKings.